For people looking for a fun way to enjoy the weekend weather, Adventureland is opening for the season.
Yeah, it's that time of year. KCCI's Olivia Tyler went on an adventure at the park today to show us what's new.
In less than 24 hours, this park will be open for the summer. There's old rides, there's new rides, but no matter which one you buckle into, the fun will remain the same. The wheels on fan favorites are greased up and the benches are wiped down for those waiting for thrill. Adventureland doors open Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. The first 1,000 people inside will get a celebratory button. There's also new food to try at the park this year.
We're excited to introduce the Iowa Smokehouse, and that has fresh smoked meats every night.
There's bacon on a stick, smoked pork chops, brisket sandwiches, and more for those that need a bite after a long day of fun. And while you're taking a break from the rides, you can learn a little park history too.
South of the big Ferris wheel, you can read all about the history from the very beginning all the way until just last year. And then as you walk the park, you'll see history plaques of rides that have come and gone throughout the last 50 years.
Adventure Bay opens next weekend. Over there, they've transformed the Typhoon ride, the park's first upgrade to Adventure Bay in over a decade.
It has lights, lasers, and sound as you go all the way down. So you'll get the thrill of the ride all the way down, plus all the other sensory experiences. No two rides will be the same.
So whether you came here as a kid or now you're bringing your kids, there's plenty of fun for everyone at Adventureland. In Altoona, Olivia Tyler, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Oh, that upside down twirly upside down thing is.
That has my name on it.
That looks like fun.
Not good, not good. Hey, not bad weather for this weekend, for the first weekend at Adventureland.
Yeah, the wind gusts might make you feel it, though, at least today, right? That you're in that ride without actually getting on it.
A little windy getting outside today. It'll get better here this weekend, but it's going to be cooler than the past several days. So, we had almost a week of 80s. That has come to an end today, and the wind continues to blow out there as well. We still have a wind advisory here for pretty much everybody along and west of I-35. That's where we've been seeing the strongest wind gusts so far today. Right now, we are seeing gusts about 45 miles an hour here in the metro, 43 miles an hour in Ames. Most places reporting wind gusts between 30 and 40 miles an hour, and it's going to stay breezy right through the evening hours. You can see these strong wind gusts continuing 5, 6, 7 o'clock here this evening. Still seeing gusts over 40 miles an hour occasionally. After sunset, the winds back off a little bit, but we're still talking about gusts of 20 to 30 miles an hour right on into tomorrow morning. So we do start Saturday on a breezy note, and you can see those winds remain breezy into the afternoon, but not as windy as today. Tomorrow we're talking winds 20, 30 miles an hour as opposed to the 40 to 50 miles an hour gusts that we've seen out there today. Finally, tomorrow night, those winds do back off and we see some lighter winds as we head into your Sunday. So some good news there. We're also tracking a couple of rain showers out there right now. Most of this is very, very light, and a lot of it's not actually reaching the ground because the air is pretty dry. But there may be just a couple of sprinkles trying to work their way into the metro. You can see, though, as they get closer, they kind of dry up, but don't be surprised if you see a drop or two on your windshield here this evening. Slightly more widespread showers here as you get up toward Iowa Falls, Grundy Center. All of this activity pushing from west to east. So you may run into a couple of raindrops, but it's not going to amount to much. But we are all seeing the cloudy and the windy conditions. You can really see the camera shaking around there in Altoona looking at Adventureland right now. Yeah, it is a windy one out there. Maybe some dust in the air as well from these strong winds. Temperatures are beginning to drop. We're in the 70s right now here in Des Moines, 71 in Altoona, but check out Minburn, 62. That cooler air is working from west to east thanks to those strong winds. Still in the 80s right now in Iowa City, 50 in Algona, 50 in Spencer. That cooler air will continue to push in this evening, so you can expect our temperatures to be in the 50s by 8 o'clock. Any rain showers should be wrapping up by about 8 to 9 o'clock, but you can see the chance there continues for the next couple of hours for a few sprinkles here and there. Otherwise, windy and cooler tonight. Lows about 48 degrees heading into your Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. Cooler than today, a high of only 66. With those breezy conditions, good news is we get a little more sunshine, lighter winds on Sunday. Looks like a nice day. But a rainy weather pattern setting up Sunday night into Monday and Tuesday. Could have some rounds of heavy rain in the area and much cooler. A high of 58 on Tuesday. Sunshine returns by the end of next week.
Okay, David, thank you. Envisioning a more inclusive experience. The new tool helping make exhibits more accessible for Iowans who are blind. A new feature at the State Historical Museum of Iowa will debut tomorrow. It's designed to make exhibits more accessible.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
Museum staff spent 2 years working on this. New at 4, KCCI's Nicole Tam explains how the NaviLens works. Nicole?
Well, Stacey and Ben, it's just like a QR code. Users would download an app called NaviLens and then scan these colorful codes that you see right here. Each one of them does include more information about a display. Some of them even have pictures and videos. And there are 2 versions of the app, one for people with low vision or those who are blind, and another for people who have regular vision. Right now, there's about 500 codes across that first floor of that museum. The scanner can sense those codes from almost any angle. Now, besides description of exhibits, it can also help people find their way around the museum. Bettina Dolinczek is an accessibility consultant for that museum, and she says there's only one word she would use to describe the experience.
Independence. By having the NaviLens tags throughout the exhibits means that I can come to the Historical Society and go through an exhibit on my own.
We also have installed a lot of the free codes from NaviLens. They have whole packages where you can download it for free and indicate very simple things like seats, stairs, elevators, things like that.
Amazing what technology can do. Now, the addition of NaviLens was paid for with a $10,000 grant. If you'd like to experience these codes and the app for yourself, the museum is actually hosting a launch event tomorrow from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon.